Are we good now? Yeah, okay. All right, sounds like we're good now. Chief?
Evening, Mayor and Council. Just a few things for you today from the Police Department. Earlier today, I had the opportunity to meet with the Livingston Pentecost organization in preparation for the upcoming Festa. Just so everyone's aware and has the information, on July 2nd, they'll be starting off their festivities with a dance from 8 p.m. to 12 midnight. And then on the 3rd, they'll have their parade. And we're going to have street closures at Park and Main involving J Street, Prusso, I Street, and then back over to Main across the overpass to the Catholic Church. I'll be bringing in extra staff to make sure that that's accommodated and taken care of, and the parade participants are safe. Also on the 3rd, they're going to be having another dance from 8 p.m. to midnight. I believe there's a dinner being served at 7 p.m. that's open to the public. Also, in regards to the 4th of July, we're going to be stepping up enforcement action, so we'll be bringing in extra people for that holiday Monday to make sure that everything goes the way it's supposed to in the city. And then earlier today, I posted on the police department's social media website a link to sign up for Everbridge emergency notifications. That's something that the city received from the county a couple of years ago for free. We have access to it at the police department, and it's an easy way to keep people informed of critical information that they need throughout the city. So if everyone could pass that along, you have to sign up for it to get the notifications. You can choose whether you get them through email, cell phone, text messages, or you can actually get a voiced phone call if you want to listen to a robot talk to you. That's all I have. Any questions?
Thank you, Chief. Appreciate it. Council, any questions for the Chief?
Yes, real quick, and thank you for doing that. I know that was, we met earlier today about the emergency preparedness, and that is one thing that came up, and you know, it's good to find out that we have, that's a resource that we have available already in place, and just in case of a real emergency. I know that other agencies, other municipalities don't have all those resources, and thankfully we're not like up in the hills, and we're a lot of other cities or towns have that high risk of fires. So it was a really good conversation that we had today, and it was good to find that out. One question that I had, and I appreciate you keeping us informed of and updated about but people keep on asking me about the shooting on Saturday night or
Correct.
Sunday.
Yes.
And I know it's very limited to what you can be able to share. Can you just give us an update? And
Absolutely. So early Saturday morning, I guess most people would call it Friday night, but about 3:45 a.m. on Saturday morning, there was a shooting at the Little Boys and Gals Field at Sergeant Aguilar Park. We have leads on it. Detectives are pursuing them vigorously. We should have some resolution to it in the coming days. At this point, I can't say whether it was gang related or not. It doesn't appear to be, but it's too early to say that. But the victim in that case survived his injuries. He was airlifted to a Modesto area hospital and was released a few hours later. And that's pretty much all I can say at this point. And then going back real quick to the meeting that we had earlier on the emergency operations plan that we have, and it was constructed back in 2003. It's a good plan. It seems that there are a lot of resources and money that were put into putting it together, but it does need to be updated. And time permitting, I think it would be a good idea to meet with each one of you, because little did I know, in the event of an emergency, each one of you guys do have a role in making sure that the city continues to operate. So that's it.
Just real quick, I'm sorry, I forgot to ask this question. And just for an update to the community, because, you know, so that they know that we're we're doing something about it. There's been concerns, and this is like the third time, and I just keep on forgetting sometimes to bring this up in regards to recreational vehicles or trailer homes in spaces that are not allowed. Can you give us an update on or just a brief on what is allowed and what is not?
Yeah, so there's a standing city ordinance about recreational vehicles, and it basically says there's no place in the city where you can camp. And if you're living or staying in an RV, you're considered camping according to the ordinance, and we can take enforcement action there. Obviously, we would rather go the educational route rather than fine people and give them citations. So we usually give them a certain amount of time to remedy the issue before we do that. But you can't live in an RV, you can't stay in an RV. I think there's like a 3-day limit. Don't quote me on that. I want to say it's like 3 days. Like if you have visitors coming to your house from out of town, it can be parked out in front of your house for 3 days. But after that, it's considered you're living in it.
Our response and prevention as well. So I think that's pretty much it. Thank you, Chief. Appreciate it.
You got it? Anything else?
Vanessa, anybody else?
Yes, our Recreation Department has a report for you tonight.
As Mr. Samara had said, our spring concert had come to an end. It was last night. It was a great success, even though we had a few hiccups at the end. Leadership Club from LHS will be selling snow cones for $1, and the PTO from LMS will be selling hot dogs and drinks. Just bring a lawn chair. We plan on doing it